Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to another Wild Rift video. And I'm gonna be giving my reaction to the new patch notes of 5.0. I haven't seen them yet, so this is gonna be a first time reaction. I'm sorry for the video being a little bit late. I was actually quite busy these days. I also had a, what is it called, an operation on my mouth. But the anesthesia just ran out. Like, it's still a little bit there, but it did run out. In Dutch, it's called wortelkanaal that I had. Basically, they made a massive hole in my teeth and they filled it because there was already an existing hole. Now we're all good. So let's take a look at what happens, because I saw a lot of new items and stuff. So let's take a look and let me give my thoughts on everything. I need to actually pull the screen a little bit like this. There we go, and now it's perfect. So, first new patch of the year, and it's going to be a big one. Hold on to your hats because we've got new items, new champions, new skins, and a ton of new gameplay updates. Welcome to the first patch of the year, patch 5.0. Interesting. Suddenly it's 2024. Did you miss us? We missed you. We have a big patch. We have a big patch for you today. Get ready for a new champion, new items, new map changes, new game mechanics, and more. Welcome to the first patch. Blah 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 blah. All right. So Syndra got released. We know about that. I'm gonna go through it. Honestly, I really don't care about this companion stuff. It's like these little bears, these little pink bears that walk next to you. I mean, I don't really care. Ranked Season 12. When does this ranked season start? We'll be kicking off Ranked Season 12 real soon. Give a warm welcome to Glorious Crown Xin Xiao. Okay, pretty cool. A new season exclusive skin. We'll also be saying goodbye and rotating out the Glorious skins and poses from Season 1. From Season Year 1 in the Ranked store. Glorious Armada Twisted Fate from Season 9 will also be making a return. Don't forget to keep a lookout, blah blah blah. Season 12 will kick in on January 19th, 0001 UTC, which is going to be 2 a.m. Amsterdam time. I'm recording this video now. That's in 3 hours. So I did reach Challenger last patch. So let's see what I'm gonna do next patch, huh? Oh, that's Veigar. Look at that. Food Spirit Veigar skin. Alright, so all of this really doesn't matter to me. There we go. This matters, right? Now obviously we saw that already in Soul Change. I'm not gonna go fully through this because we've already seen this, right? Like, I can talk about it. I've already talked about it enough, right? It's funny because in PBE server, I thought this would be broken already in Soul Rework. But in the live server, he feels very weak. I don't know. He feels... Maybe I haven't figured out the right build yet, but he really doesn't feel strong. I don't know if... I mean, of course, in the PBE server, it's going to be different than the live server. They are going to still change the champion. But honestly, it feels like they nerfed him compared to the PBE server, to the live server now. Pretty sure they nerfed him. So yeah, we know about this. I mean, I can go through it again, but we know about it. Gragas. This is huge. This one is insane. When Gragas dashes using Body Slam, he can also cast Barrel Roll. So what this means is when Gragas uses his third ability, during his third ability, he can use his first ability. So essentially, you can use your second ability, dash in with your third ability, and immediately put down your first ability. This is, I just want to say this is insane. This is so big. Like, this makes such a difference. You can do so many more cool combos on Gragas now. Like, you can use second ability, third ability, use your first ability super far away and flash right on top of it onto the enemy and hit it and do maximum damage. And they won't even see it coming. It's ridiculously powerful. Lee Sin. Are they finally nerfing Lee Sin? Dragon's Rage. That's the ultimate. Okay. They're removing... that it does 200 to 650. This is a lot of flat damage, by the way, plus 200% bonus magic damage, bonus physical damage, attack damage, Jesus Christ, and knocking them back. And then enemies that you hit are gonna take the same damage. And then on top of that, so the enemies that you hit are also gonna be taking bonus physical damage equal to a certain percentage of the target you've kicked onto them of his bonus health. So if you kick like a 6000 HP Scion on the enemy, you're gonna be one-shotting them. What is it going to change to? Launches, so it does a lot less damage, a lot less flat damage early game. Same percentage damage. Oh, it does the percentage to the target you're kicking as well. So like if you kick the Scion, you're also going to be doing that damage to the Scion, right? And then of course the enemies are going to take that damage too. And the enemies are taking less damage than before now. And that's because the main target is going to be taking a whole lot more damage from the Lee Sin ult. So Lee Sin's ult is actually going to do much more damage against tanks. Probably a little bit less damage against squishies. Especially early game. I would honestly say that this is not really a buff. Unless you kick a tank. Like, unless you kick a tank, this is a buff. If you kick a squishy enemy, this is actually sort of a nerf. But not that much actually. Zyra. Zyra's plants have run rampant on the Rift. Really? Is she really strong? Huh. I haven't even made a Zyra video. I played enough of her, but I didn't get a good enough gameplay for you guys to make a video yet. Oh, by the way, would you guys want to see an Aurelian Soul Guide? You know what? If this video reaches 750 likes before tomorrow, I'll make an Aurelian Soul Guide for that as well. Why the hell not, right? Why the hell not? So, a Garden of Thorns, that's the... Oh, that's the passive. That's the passive, okay. So... Oh, this is a huge nerf. The plants are not going to be sitting on the ground for 8 seconds now. It's only going to be 6 seconds. The health of the plant is going to be less, but it's going to be scaling more. But this is a huge nerf because on Zyra, you really want to go Rylai's Scepter and Liandry's. These are all items that don't give you a lot of ability power. So your plants are going to have a lot less HP like this. Okay. The root duration is getting nerfed too by 0.25 seconds. Wow. Strangled Thorns. Is that the ultimate? Wait. They're reducing the area of effect of the ultimate. Wow. Okay, this is actually an insane nerf on Zyra. What the hell? I didn't think Zyra needed that much of a nerf. That's crazy. Why did they nerf her so much? Alright, I guess. I mean, this is kind of gonna kill Zyra. Not gonna lie to you guys, this is really gonna kill Zyra. Increased attack range. What is this? Oh, okay. Blitzcrank's third ability increased attack range. Camille's first ability. Oh, okay, okay. Jax's second ability. They're increasing it all by 25. Nasus' first ability. Nautilus' second ability. Shyvana's first ability. Vi's third ability. Volibear's first ability, but not his second ability. Wukong's first ability. And Zinja's first ability. This is actually quite big. Like, especially for Nasus, right? Like for a champion like Nasus, Camille, this is so big that you can hit them from further away with your important ability. I'm not gonna go through the ultimate spellbook changes. New augment. Oh my god, okay, I'm gonna read these ones because this is for Arena. We get some new augments. Is it really a lot? Oh my god, okay, wait. I'm gonna go through them real quick. Comet Force after casting an ability. You're gonna drop a comet after casting an ability, okay. Artillery coverage. Fires Ashe, Ezreal's, Jinx, Lux, and Senna's ultimate. Oh my god. You can fire all of these ultimates at the same time. This must be a legendary, like, the best augments, right? Backup barrier. Upon death, reanimate temporarily with increased stats while bleeding for... Ah, like a Scion passive. Gain bonus health, armor. This one could actually be insanely good. I mean, think about it. You regain life. If you kill that enemy within that 7 seconds, you should win, right? If it works like that, it's really good. If it doesn't, it's not good. Gain bonus health, armor, and magic resist based on ability power. Okay, pretty good. Summon a black hole centered around you, pulling enemies nearby towards you while stealing their armor and magic resist. Oh, if it keeps stealing armor and magic resist, you're gonna get hella tanky with this one. Wow. Your first ability gains 100 ability haste. Well, and this one, your third ability gets 100 ability haste. This one can be really big if you have like a strong first ability or a strong third ability. Gain increased attack speed and max attack speed, but attack damage and ability power are reduced. I guess this would be good for on-hit stuff. So increased attack speed and max attack speed. So imagine you go for this on... who would you go for this on? Maybe Twitch? Right? Like Twitch. You go Runan's Hurricane. I don't know. But it seems kind of funny. You have so much attack speed with this. Mirror image. At regular intervals, become invisible for a few seconds. Project a mirror clone that moves towards the enemy. Mirror clone explodes near. Oh wow! This can. Imagine this one on Wukong. You have your second ability, and then you also have this mirror image. That would be crazy. Like, how is the enemy supposed to know where the hell you are? Fortune coin. Tosses a fortune coin. If it lands face up, heal for 10% of your max health. If it lands face down, a bolt of lightning strikes at your current location, dealing true damage equal to 10% of your max health. There's a small chance to trigger an Easter egg for additional bonuses. What the hell? I need to... I cannot even sneeze properly because of the anesthesia. This one seems kind of funny. I can already see people just constantly tossing the coin around all the time. Wow. Full steam... I actually kind of wonder what this Easter egg is going to be. Full steam ahead. Become unstoppable while moving freely and gaining sustained movement speed. You can only stop moving upon recast or collision with an enemy or terrain, after which you deal magic damage to nearby enemies. So it's like Sion's ultimate, but it says you can move freely. So essentially like Olaf's ultimate, but if you collide with an enemy, it does damage. Like, that's what it does. Head blown. Attacks have a 60% chance to stun for 0.2 seconds. Wow. Imagine having the attack speed one and then this one too. Wow. You're gonna be permanently stunning enemies. Wow, that's crazy. This one is actually crazy. On a ranged champion. Oof. Oh, you also have Jam Roll. Your second ability gains 100 ability as well. When you have more than 40% mana, 40% of damage taken is converted into mana loss. Okay. Instead, when you're healed, 40% of healing received is gained as mana as well. Mana loss does not trigger events based on mana consumption, but mana regeneration triggered by heals will increase. It will increase based on healing. So this is really good. It's just a good one. I don't want to talk about it too much. We don't want to waste time on these. Planetary Ring. Gain 3 aerial bullets that orbit you. So like Aurelian Soul, right? Dealing magic damage to enemies they hit. The bullets orbit at max range and do not apply on-hit effect. Orbital speed scales with attack speed. Oh wow. It's like Aurelian Soul orbits, right? But then the more attack speed you have, the faster they rotate around you. Price of Armor. Store a percentage of damage taken over a period of time as Fury. The regular intervals consume all Fury to deal magic damage to enemies nearby. That's the passive of Randuin's Omen. It's kind of like the passive. Schrodinger's health bar. Your health bar is permanently camouflaged and hidden from any view. Wow. Okay, that is actually funny. Imagine that one on like a Tryndamere. Oy, oy, oy. Subjugate. Drain life equal to 30% of the max of their max health from a target. That is magic damage. And steal 40% of their armor and magic resist. Half of the damage and stealing happen immediately. The other half happens over 5 seconds. Stone armor and magic resist are returned to the target 4 seconds after the draining ends. Okay. So like you can drain and then right at the end of the drain you can do your big damage stuff and then it's going to return to them. Okay, I guess. Gain increased effects from power flowers and share them with your ally. That's the things that heal you in the game. The flowers, right? All excess incoming damage above 15% of your maximum health is reduced by 50%. This is actually huge. Like if you're incredibly squishy, you can get this one and you're gonna be hella tanky with this one. All damage exceeding this threshold will be reduced by 50%, including true damage. Wow. This one is game changing. Like you can just go full glass cannon and this is gonna make you hella tanky on top of that as well. That's crazy. Unknown damage. Deal damage ranging between 50% and 175%. So, okay, that's funny. All of the damage that you do is going to range between this percentage, but it's going to end up doing 25% extra damage. So this one is actually quite nice as well, depending on the quality of the augment. Whale. Increases your item limit and grants you a random item before the start of every battle. You can have a max of 12 items at one time. You also deal 1 bonus to damage for every 500 gold you've got more than your target. Wait, you also deal 1 bonus damage for every 500 gold. Every start of the battle, you gain a random item. You can have a maximum of 12 items. You also do 1 bonus damage for every 500 gold you have more than your target. This one looks hella broken. Like if you skill with this one, it's hella broken. Augment changes. I'm not gonna go through them. System features. Okay. Oh, this is also arena, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna read through it. Easter eggs. What is the Easter eggs? Minions will randomly spawn with hats. Kill the hatted units to wear the hats yourself. When a minion or monster is killed, there's a chance that it will drop a dumpling. Pick it up to restore health and gain a temporary movement speed bonus. Okay. When a unit with a red envelope is killed, all champions within range gain a random amount of gold. Okay. Alright, so gameplay changes. We got Spear of Sojin. I honestly don't get how this item works. It's quite expensive. 300 health, 45 attack damage, 20 ability haste. These stats are meh. They're like okay, but meh. So the passive is increases ability haste of basic abilities by 25% for 6 seconds after casting an ultimate. And grants 30% bonus movement speed that decays over 3 seconds. Scoring a takedown within 6 seconds refreshes the ability's duration. Oh! Oh! Oh, on Riven, on Aatrox, on Hecarim. Oh! So you're gonna ult, and after your ult, the ability haste of all of your abilities except your ultimate is gonna be increased by 25% for 6 seconds every time. And if you get a kill or assist within those 6 seconds, it's gonna refresh the duration back to 6 seconds. So it would be very good on, as I said, like Hecarim, perhaps even Jax, maybe Camille, something like that. Oh my god. Okay, now I get it. Now I get how this item works. That's crazy. That's really good. Titanic Hydra. 3000 gold, 550 max health. These are not good stats, but let's see what it does. Oh, so you gain attack damage equal to 5 plus 2.5% bonus health. Wow. As a Scion, that can be pretty crazy, but okay. And then every 2.5 seconds, your next attack deals bonus physical damage equal to 25 plus 3% bonus health. Works on turrets too. And it creates a shockwave that does physical damage equal to 80 plus 10% of your bonus health to enemies behind the target. And ranged champions do 75% of this damage. Wow. This is gonna be pretty good on like a Malphite or something, I guess. Or Scion. Something like that. We'll see. This is definitely a tank item, like a tank mixed between a tank and a bruiser, perhaps. Heartsteel. Now, this is an item a lot of people have been talking about a lot, so let's take a look at what it is. 3000 gold, 700 health. This is a lot, by the way. 150 base health regeneration. Okay. And 20 abilities. See, these are really good stats. Compare it with this one. Well, this one gives you attack damage as well, actually, so never mind that. But yes, these are good stats. So while within 700 units of an enemy champion, it charges for 3 seconds before dealing huge strike against the enemy champion. This charge attack deals bonus physical damage equal to 120 plus 5% of the maximum health. And grants maximum health equal to 12% of the damage dealt. So it gives you bonus maximum health permanently equal to 12% of the damage that you've dealt of this. That is wow. That's like the ultimate counter to the inting Scion strategy, I guess. Just keep hitting him and keep getting more health. The charge for each target has a 20-second cooldown. Ah, okay, so you cannot abuse it like crazy. Mantle of the 12th hour. So damage that puts you under 35% health grants you health over 3 seconds, provides a slow resist, etc. What did they change it to? Damage that puts you under 35% health grants bonus max health. Oh, that is huge. So this one can get countered by anti-heal. This one cannot get countered by anti-heal because it's simply going to give you bonus health. So this is actually a massive buff to the Mantle of the 12th hour. I want to say that because now it doesn't get countered by anti-heal anymore, which everyone builds anyways, right? So this is actually huge. You can pretty much see this as like basically doubling the effect of this item. Like really, this is huge. This is going to make the item very good. They're changing random zone. Oh yeah, so yeah. So now the only change is if you get maximum stacks, you're gonna consume everything, and it consumes. If you still have unconsumed determination after 5 seconds, you automatically consume all determination. So you're always gonna be consuming them to heal up yourself. Zeke's Convergence. They removed the 40 magic resist. Okay, so now it only gives armor, and now it gives 350 max health. Okay. Rune, okay, so the rune on Zircon is getting changed. It's 1000 gold more expensive, 100 gold more expensive, 10% less attack speed, and instead of it giving you 15 or 30 ability power, for 15 attack damage or 30 ability power, it now gives you 20 attack damage and 40 ability power. I think this is a nerf. They're nerfing the attack speed, they're buffing the damage just by a tad bit, and it's also more expensive, so I'm pretty sure this is a bit of a nerf. Yeah, Ancient Coin, Relic Shield, and Spectral Sickle. Now it's going to take 750 gold instead of 500 gold to upgrade for supports. That makes sense, right? Because you were always able to stack it way too fast. Barren Lane Alcove. This is the map change. Oh, that's cool. Like, you can do some cool ganks with the Alcove. That is really cool. Relocation of the honey fruits in the Barren Lane. We've relocated the honey fruits behind the turret with the aim of preventing champions with longer range. Oh yeah, so instead of it being in the middle of the turret next to the fire, it's now all the way behind. So now ranged enemies cannot bully melee. This is actually great. So ranged laners, this is a nerf to ranged laners. They cannot bully the melees as much because they cannot easily pop the honey fruit. Really nice. There's a new cannon minion. During your laning phase, there's a significant discrepancy between strength of the siege minion wave and the other minion wave. Yeah, true. This poses challenges for players in making decisions about when to recall, roam, or provide support for a team. By replacing them with cannon minions, players should... Wait, cannon minions? Oh, siege minion. Yeah, so now it's a cannon minion. Players should hopefully be able to concentrate on laning during the early game while having better control of minion waves. This adjustment will also enhance lane experience points and gold, increasing the Baron laner's impact. Siege minions that appear between 50 seconds and 12 minutes and 5 seconds from the start of the game are replaced by cannon minions. Yeah, these are a lot squishier and you can kill them much easier. Cannon minion has a ranged attack and is weaker than the siege minion but is stronger than the melee minion. Overall, the strength of the minion waves remains consistent as before. Okay. Minion wave experience points. We're modifying the minion wave experience ratio on different lanes. In the first 7 minutes of the game, shared experience points from minion waves are reduced, okay? While solo laners gain higher experience points in the top and mid lanes, okay? After 7 minutes, this experience points change will expire. So this is like they're really trying to boost Baron Lane now, which I think is great because Baron Lane has been struggling for a long time. These are like subtle changes that are going to help Baron Laners a lot, you know, like the honey fruit change, this one, the alcove to avoid ganks, the minion wave changes, etc. This is all really good. Adjusted experience catch-up mechanic. The experience catch-up mechanic will trigger immediately when the champion falls below the average level by level 1. Previously one was by 0.75 level. So the comeback mechanic with experience is not going to be as forgiving as before anymore. You have to fall behind more for it to trigger and for you to get bonus experience passively. So they're making getting a comeback a little bit harder like that. Adjusted experience points for leveling up. The experience points required to reach level 10 and above have increased. Champions need more experience to level up after reaching level 9. Okay, so when you reach level 9, that's when it's going to start to get a little bit harder to level up, thus making it harder to reach maximum level, which I think is cool as well, because it has always kind of been easy to reach higher levels, right? Solo assist gold changes. When only one champion assists with a takedown, the gold awarded for assist will change from 50% of the bounty to 35% of the bounty. There's no change when more than one champion assists with a takedown. Okay, so you're gonna get less gold from assists. Makes sense. Well, yeah, okay, well, it's fine. In-game rune stats feature optimization. In patch 4.4, we launched the rune stats feature, and this patch we've improved it. New stats added to several runes, cool, and optimized statistical rules for some of the rune stats, cool. So now it looks even better and has more. Strategic objective changes. Taking into account player feedback and our analysis of game data, we've tweaked strategic objectives and fine-tuned how they trigger based on certain conditions. Strategic objectives can be triggered earlier now, okay. The gold earned through some champion abilities and rune effects no longer affect strategic objectives, including... okay. So the strategic objective used to just come online when you were a certain amount of gold ahead or behind. I believe it was 6,000 gold. But now they're actually going to take into account Twisted Fate's passive, the Draven passive, Pike's ultimate, and First Strike and Sweet Tooth. So if you actually get ahead with these types of things, you're not going to be triggering strategic objective. It's only going to objectively look at the amount of gold you guys have and the enemies have, minus, you know, the champion made gold or rune made gold. This is actually a huge buff to Pike, by the way, because Pike makes a lot of gold. And this is also huge for Draven. You can get super ahead as a Draven, but still not trigger the strategic objective, because all of the gold you're getting from your passive does not contribute towards the strategic objective. That is huge. Dragon Souls balance changes. What is this? Damaging an enemy champion with... Oh, wait, they're changing all the souls. So Infernal Soul. Damaging enemies, it creates an explosion. So instead of 110 plus 20%, it now... Oh, it's more. 135 plus 25% attack damage. And instead of 10% ability power, 12.5% ability power. So the Infernal Soul is stronger, okay? Mountain Soul is also stronger. The shield will be 260 instead of 210. Ocean Soul, the health recovery is going to be stronger to 150 to 190, 30% attack damage to 36, 15% ability power to 18% ability power, and 6% bonus health to 7.5% bonus health. So Ocean Dragon is stronger too. And then Ice Dragon is probably also going to be stronger. So you're going to put a mark on enemies for 3 seconds, and when the mark disappears, they're slowed by 50% briefly and take bonus true damage equal to... Instead of 12%, now 15% of the damage they took while marked. And the cooldown is now instead of 15 seconds, 12 seconds. So they're buffing all of the Soul Dragons. I think that's fine, because honestly, Soul kinda felt weak. So I feel like this tweak is very good. And this is also going to make it a little bit of a harder decision to take Herald first rather than Dragon, because when you leave the Dragon to the enemies and, you know, they get the second Dragon too, you're going to have a lot of pressure for the third one, because if they take that one, they're really getting a huge buff now with the Soul now. Like, it's really big. Changes to stacking damage reduction. This patch introduces new items with damage reduction, and when combined with the champion's damage reduction abilities, it all becomes a little bit too much. So we're changing how damage reduction stacks. We've tweaked the calculations for stacking multiple percentage-based damage reductions effect. The This adjustment will slightly reduce the overall benefit when damage reduction is stacked. Okay, so when you have a champion that reduces damage, which is a good example? I cannot think of an example, but there are examples. When you have a champion that reduces damage and an item that reduces damage, like, I don't know, like a Randuin's Omen or something, I believe, or anything. Basically, if you have two things that reduce damage on top of each other, it's not gonna be as effective as before now. It's not gonna be as effective. Ghost Poro changes. The Ghost Poro is getting a makeover and will become the Jungle Spirit. Finally done with that stupid Poro. While patrolling, the Jungle Spirit will quickly move in front of enemies it detects and fear them before returning to its patrol route. So it actually runs away from enemies. Wow. It just quickly moves in front of them, detects them, and then he runs away. He doesn't stay and just keeps showing them to the enemy. A new jungle camp has been added. When the jungle spirit is killed, it will charge at this jungle camp. Once the charging is complete, the jungle spirit will respawn from the camp. Okay. Rift Herald optimization. We've adjusted how the Rift Herald selects its target and attacks to focus its aggro on turrets instead of minions. Okay, so he doesn't focus minions anymore. He just straight up goes for the turret. Okay. We've also added a minimap icon that appears when the Rift Herald is summoned. This gives players a clear heads up when it happens. Rune stacks optimization. We've made adjustments so that the stacks for Conqueror and Kraken Slayer fall off at a rate of 1 stack per 0.5 seconds. The same as Lethal Tempo. Previously, all stacks fell off. Okay, that is huge. So this is a buff to Kraken Slayer and Conqueror, you know? If it falls off, like, and after 1 second you attack the enemy again, instead of it counting from 0 again, it will actually start counting from 4 on the Conqueror, right? So that's actually really good. It's not as big of a change on Kraken Slayer, but it is quite big on Conqueror. Like, this is good. Store optimization. In the first 30 seconds of the game, items can be sold at the original price. So if you buy the wrong item, you can just go right back to your base and sell them at the original price. That is actually amazing. Very, very nice. The next purchasable fully upgraded item will be shown in advance near the store portal, along with the amount of remaining gold required. Yes, so when you need like 200 gold for an item and you've selected that one, it's going to put it next to your item shop so you can actually see how much gold you need for that next item. So you don't backport and then you're like, oh man, I need 50 more gold, and then you need to wait and it's like awkward. So this time you can actually see it right before and anticipate how much gold you need. That's good. Especially for low elo. I mean, in high elo, oftentimes people will kind of already look at that already, but this is a very nice change, just a quality of life change overall, but especially good for low and mid elos. Practice mode changes. In practice mode, players can purchase boot enchantments immediately. Okay, that's nice as well. So I can show that as well in videos. New item VFX, Lifeline. When taking damage greater than what the shield can absorb, a VFX of the shield breaking will occur. Oh, that's cool. When you break the Lifeline shield. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. So when you have Starrick's Gauge or Immortal Shield Bow, when the shield breaks, you're going to hear like a little crack. Spell VFX. When taking damage, yeah, so this shield, the barrier is going to have a sound too. Hex Flash Rune. The Hex Flash Rune replaces the Flash spell with Hex Flash when Flash is on cooldown. However, when Hex Flash is active, players cannot see the remaining cooldown of Flash. An Ignite Fuse effect is added for Hex Flash, showing the remaining cooldown for Flash. Okay, so that was the problem. When you have Hex Flash, you can't actually see when you're gonna have your normal Flash. So now you'll be able to see it by like seeing an Ignited Fuse go down, and then when it's all the way down, you have your Flash again. In-game optimizations. Redundant in-game announcements are removed and several kill announcements are merged. This is good. Redundant meaning that they're not important in the game. Like some announcements were really not important and they were redundant, right? So they removed it. That's great. It's not going to be as spammy anymore. And some kill announcements have been merged. So like, he's on a killing spree, double kill, triple kill, you know, like they spam it like that. Now it's not going to be as spammy anymore and it's going to be merged. That's what it's going to be like. Highlighted the key milestone announcement that needed to be emphasized in game. I don't know what that means, but okay. Improved announcement intensity format of value effects. New. When the Dragon Soul is obtained, a Dragon Soul effect is added to the obtained announcement. That is cool. Bounty information is added to kill announcements. And new animation effects. Okay, yeah, so you can see plus 200, plus 300 under the kill basically. So you can see how much gold they got from the bounty, whether it's your team or the enemy. New animation effects are added for players with bounties on the scoreboard. Okay. Improved display effect of in-game chat kill announcements. Okay. Improved announcements for turret damage or when inhibitor turrets are under attack. Nice. Buff stacks display optimization. There's so many changes. Like, I'm still reading through important stuff. This is 30 minutes in. Now I get why a lot of people wanted to see this. The buff stack number will be shown with 3 digits. Buff stacks that are 4 digits and above are abbreviated in thousands, such as... Ah, nice. Okay. So when you get like vague stacks on something, I believe First Strike as well, it's actually going to show you like 1.2k, 1.3k rather than 999 plus. Nice. That's actually huge. So you can actually see above 1,000 stacks now with anything. Post-game item stacks display optimization. Items with stacks will now display the stack count on the bottom right of their item icon at the end of the screen. So Heartsteel, right? The item Heartsteel, I believe, is the only one that has stacks. Or a Rod of Ages as well. And actually Archangel, all the tier items. So okay, you can see the amount of stacks they have at the end of the screen. That's pretty nice, I guess. Baron Nashor Elder Dragon buff display optimization. When a team obtains the Baron Nashor Elder Dragon buff in game, a countdown timer for that buff will appear. So you can see when the buff is gonna be gone, I guess. Whether it's your team that got the buff or the enemy. Or I think only for you, it puts like a timer on the buff. You know, when you get the Baron, you see the little icon. It does go down, but you can't exactly tell how much seconds there are left. So I suppose they're going to be putting like actual numbers on top of it so you can see how many seconds are left. Customize HUD, upgraded interactive experience. We improved the in-game interface and interactive experience as well as added new controls and interface settings page. When less than 10 seconds of cooldown remains for a player's teammate's ultimate or spells, the number of seconds will appear next to their icons besides the minimap and on the scoreboard. Okay, nice. So if they almost have their ultimate, you can see it on the scoreboard and on the minimap, next to the minimap. In-game interface section is added to the controls tab on the settings page. What is that? Players can customize the transparency. Ah, yeah, so the transparency of the shop and everything like that. I was playing Honor of Kings, and I feel like Wild Rift stole that from Honor of Kings, because Honor of Kings has this, but then obviously Honor of Kings has stolen some stuff from Wild Rift too. But it's funny, like Honor of Kings just came out. Well, no, it has been out for a while. I don't know how long this setting has been in Honor of Kings, but basically they took this from Honor of Kings, I guess. Players can customize transparency. Yeah, so your shop, everything. It can be more transparent or less transparent now. Provide a default, clean, and simple HUD configuration for new players. Okay. For existing players, the current settings are unchanged. Yeah. Flash combo. If auto aim is active, while casting certain combo abilities, the champion will locate the most optimal enemy within range and dash towards them. Jarvan's Damascene standard strike combo, Camille's second hook shot. It's just going to be easier to flash with this, basically. That's what it's saying. I think it's saying you can literally auto-aim this stuff. So you can auto-aim the body slam and then flash on top of an enemy. I think that's what they're talking about. Social system optimization. A motivational interaction feature has been added to... This is so stupid. Like, when you're entering a game and you get the screen with like everyone's profile, you can like click on it and send a stupid text. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. Optimization of party formation, open, okay. New guild features, I don't really care. Pre-game interactions, wait, what is this? During the champion selection phase, an enhanced animation is added to the double smite. Yeah, so you can see if there's a double, they're making it even more clear if there's 2 smites on your team, so you don't mistakenly take a smite, right? During the champion selection phase, prompts to improve unusual team lineups are added to prevent players from making the wrong choice. Okay, I guess, nice. Okay. We get Spirit Blossom Syndra, Food Spirits Veigar, Glorious Crown Xin Zhao, Lunar Empress Morgana, Lunar Fairy Kaisa, okay, Lunar Guardian Nasus, Lunar Guardian Pantheon, Lunar Guardian Areniso. Nice, I guess. Anything here important? Nothing important. So, wow. Let me know what you guys think about this patch. This is huge. Wow, this is almost 35-minute video. I'm sorry for being late with this. I want to say Riot did an amazing update. This is actually amazing. These changes are really, really good. Quality of life especially. However, still no matchmaking changes. So we're going to have to wait for that. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye-bye.